Hello everyone, welcome back to Vampyr. As expected, the loading location, the spawn location is the entrance. Okay, let's talk to this woman here.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me.
How does she recognize me?
No, I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Mother?
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte
Whoa.
Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
Like the red
I understand
eyes.
She also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Seriously, that was terrifying. Like, what the hell?
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And
I wonder
no,
what would happen
have
if
no
I were
idea
to
why
drink
my mother
Charlotte.
only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and
Damn
has
right
taken
she
care
is.
of me all my life.
I actually wanted to
I
see
have no
what
idea
her
who my progenitors are or
her answer
were.
Do
would,
you live with her?
what her answer
I
would
still
be.
spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see, and one day I'll
Adoptive
have my
parents
death to face.
are often more real than biological parents.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A
She
small
seems
world, is
to
it
be
not?
unable to stand
Did
still.
you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
I don't think you physically can
Is there
blush.
something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's
Well, that's
partly
a
true,
bit of a
may I
misnomer.
remind you that many charitable institutions are
Individualism
funded by
is just an
selfish,
excuse to be a dick.
I suppose you're right. But society moves
The
to form and
individualism
itself, or we
means
are all
to
done
be an
for.
individual. It doesn't mean that you have to actively
What are you doing out
be an
here?
You
asshole
mean,
to
what
other
do I do
people.
outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
I
Actually,
would and
yes.
have.
I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are a ladies' girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women
Indeed.
have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss
Did women in the
Charlotte.
United States get the
I have
vote
shared your opinion
before,
for a long time. Even before I met Emily.
in the early 20th century?
Oh, now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires.
I mean, she's not
I'm
wrong.
afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning, I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone.
I guess
You
I'll
have my
track down
thanks,
Emily
Dr.
before
Reid.
I talk to
And
Ascalon.
please, don't tell my mother.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and
I should clear up these
profession,
investigations too.
and the mystery about your
I got the
maker.
feeling that I'm rushing through the game
I'm
too
sorry to hear
quickly.
about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
So she's an intelligent person and curious.
I often wonder if she adopted
Those
others
two usually
before
go
me.
hand in hand.
If so, where are they buried? How is it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Probably. Alright. How can I... Okay, there we go. The vampires can wait. Clarence Crossley. Clarence actually believes in vampires. I'll have to cure him of that. I think this is it, but I can't enter. It says it's up. How do I go up? Maybe from this side? There we go.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did
Venus?
not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you.
I mean, she drank a priest
May
at
I
the
come in?
end, so I wouldn't
was
say
going
that.
to bed, actually.
Forgive me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Because tea is usually, you know, in the evening while the sun is still up. Here? No? It is this building. Okay, I see. No? No, I don't. How the hell? I think I am supposed to teleport up somehow. Okay, door is unlocked. Thing is, I don't see any way to teleport. So weird. And I can't knock. Well, I guess this is just one of those things I'll have to solve later. Unless there's a way in through here. Nope. No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is just going backwards. Oh well. Guess I'll go to the club.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Here we go.
Women of all countries unite.
Of course the door is red. Blood red. Let's see if I can't turn this club upside down and toward my purposes.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club.
This is the same voice actor as Dr.
The Ascalon
Swansea.
Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you
Arthur
upstairs.
Pembleton. I take it this is the results of an attack.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
It sure looks that way. What's with all these houses having a staircase like this? Seems like a waste of space. What? Oh. Hello, I'm Jonathan Reid. Hey, what's up? Jonathan Reid here. I forgot to change clothes. Should have done that.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Hear, hear, hear.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I have been eager to make your acquaintance. I have heard some astounding things about you.
Thank you, my lord.
Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
It's best
My
to
lord,
play
do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I
to play
praise
to
your
his
loyalty.
misogyny and
Would
whatever.
you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have
I mean,
time
if you want to
talk
contain the
after this,
epidemic,
Dr.
then,
Reid.
you know,
First,
get to the point.
I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations.
By the way, I
He was
didn't move the
readily
camera.
replaced if necessary.
In this situation, for some reason, I can't at all.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Seriously?
Do you have any official recognition from the government?
How does that even make
A
sense?
charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
That's it?
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon is a sword.
was the
Yeah,
lance
sword.
wielded by
Lance of St. George.
glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Is that him in the urn?
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Naturally.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reid, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
I will.
Yes, I will.
I totally won't.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
Alright.
I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Yes, you mentioned that. Come on. It's a bit silly. But fine. Ew.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid.
That was
Take
disgusting.
your place
I know they're
among the
vampires, but come on.
bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign echoes.
That went well,
This
did it not?
is an outrage.
It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the
Gotta-
point again, young Ekon.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
I
According
need to
my
chat up
spies,
these people,
you
find
have
out their
worked with Dr.
weaknesses,
Edgar
so
Swansea
that I
in the
know
epidemic,
how to
and your
tear them
findings
down.
were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You are spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building.
Good to know.
But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire
If Lord
was my
Redgrave
squire
doesn't
of
leave the
sorts.
building, then
Even before becoming that magnificent
the other
beast,
members
he was
surely
a-
must.
He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what
And
was
when
he? He
they
was
do,
clearly no
they'll be
ordinary
vulnerable.
vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brain.
But
You
I
do
did
know
see
I killed him.
giant
Yes.
wolves.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous.
Oh, thank you.
earned my respect.
Good.
Yes,
It'll make it
I'm
easier to
convinced
betray
the
you.
recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Why not eradicate the guard?
I have met peaceful and wise Scals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to
Right, I
fear
should have
there are
lied to
cases
him
of
and said that
contagion in this
Scowls
little town.
are malevolent.
Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Yes, my lord.
Rumors of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city. What?
Hang on. Interesting, he's not listed here. Can I even mesmerize a vampire? Lady Ashbury isn't listed either.
Is this new malevolence?
Skulls have been spotted everywhere.
20.
We are losing this fight.
Wow. I think this is a human.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah,
Indeed.
vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals.
Mm-hmm.
I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Alright, fair enough.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
I guess he is one of the privileged few.
I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Okay, weird.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reid.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
All mortals are dying,
Mr. Dawson.
just at different speeds.
Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
I don't think he's talking about the Scowls.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
See?
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reid.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile.
Oh, he's
What we
the
need
wall
is a
dude.
wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we
Yep.
eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear.
Yeah.
Necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? removed from all mortal concerns.
I'm a new vampire.
Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Right. Well, he says that Aloysius is the only one with a beating heart, but I can see the others beating hearts. And here they're beating hearts. We'll chat up Arthur and then end the episode.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid.
Okay, chatted. I'm hoping that leaving yet prompts an autosave. Come on, load. You can do it. There you go. See? That wasn't so hard. Alright, so that is it for today. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again next time.